Hello, 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 hello. All my people out there. I know I didn't have it wasn't a specific this isn't specifically a scheduled live, but I had to come into my peoples. I had to come in. How you guys doing today? When I just give it a couple seconds so people could see if they're gonna see, and if they're not, it's okay. I'm still gonna give the content, and I appreciate the fact that you guys come back and still look at it. I am Call Me Nakomi, and this is Call Me Nakomi World, and welcome here for another episode of Call Me a Sports Fan, guys. This so much going on in the world of sports today, and just in general, all over the world right now. We just got the last two winners of the sorry guys, the last two winners the winners of the Australian Open happened. Coco Gauff lost in the semifinals. I was really rooting for her, but hey, somebody had to pull it out and end up the winners of the let me see if I can basically get their names. Hold, give me 2 seconds, guys, while I basically just kind of go to look at this. Gosh, what's going on? Tennis. Here we go. Tennis. And yes. It looks like his name is spelled Sinner, but I think they pronounce it Signer or something. But congratulations to you, the men's finalist, the men's champion, and the women's champion this year was Arena Sabal Sabalenka. Okay, Arena Sabalenka. She won the ladies Australian Open final, and Mr. Sinner won. I'm gonna call him Mr. Sinner. He won the Australian Open. What's up? How you guys doing? Hey, Empire Jeff, what's going on with you, bro? How you doing, bro? Congratulations on getting to 1,000 subs. This Congratulations to you, bro. I'm rooting for all of you guys. I'm rooting for Dan, of course, rooting for you, rooting for all my peoples out there. Maurice Harris, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you? How you doing? Hey, Nakomi, what's going on? Hey, I'm maintaining. You know what I'm saying? Sitting here having a Jamaican cola champagne. For my people who know, but for my people who don't know, find yourself a Golden Crust or look for it on your supermarket in your supermarket aisles. They have them there, and they're absolutely delicious. It's a nice Sunday morning. We about to have some NFL. I caught up on whatever happened in the NBA, and I just could not come in late enough for a post game for that amazing game that we just saw for the Lakers against the Golden State Warriors. But I'm about to talk about that game. Oh, Get You Guys One. It's amazing by DG, Jamaican Bottling Company. Amazing drinks. I love the cola champagne. I love the ginger beer. Ginger beer, very very nice. If you like a little bit of jab to your drink, but refreshing, very very cleansing to the palate. Amazing. But anyway, my peoples, of course, we're here to talk about several things going on in the NBA world and in the NFL world. I'm trying to get it in right in the middle, right before the start of the AFC Championship game. I'm gonna go ahead and give my pick right now, just so I can basically get that in. I'm going Chiefs. I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson. But I'm gonna say, I don't know. He should win it. But somehow, to me, Patrick Mahomes has gotten that Tom Brady, LeBron James feel to him, to where somehow, even though the deck is stacked against him, he just finds a way to win. And sometimes that's how it is. It's not all huge blowouts. It's not all It's not all penalties and stuff like that. It's just a person just finding a way to eke out every single bit of ability out of his team, and Patrick Mahomes is going to do that. And even though I feel like his team is definitely shorthanded, I'm going to be crazy today, and I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. That's my vote right there, and I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to say Detroit over San Francisco. They're a little shorthanded too, you know what I mean? So, but those are my picks. I'm going to go a little bit more into it after I go into my Laker game real quick. Talk about playoff atmosphere. The Lakers needed that, absolutely. Although at the same time, I feel like when they have that playoff atmosphere, they rise to the occasion, and then when they come and play bums, they feel like they got to play like bums too. Well, I mean, I long for those days when the Lakers was like in third, fourth place, and just laying waste to bum teams. And we just haven't gotten that in so long. We're just bottom feeding and just showing how much better we are at the end of the season. And it just weighs on me so much, guys. It just weighs on me so much. I long for those days. But hey, hook or by crook, we Laker fans, we're gonna hang out with them until they basically get it right. So one way or another, we got that win. It's sometimes about that Pat Holmes in the playoffs. I mean, sometimes I stopped betting against Braun. I stopped betting against Tom Brady, even though they were older. They just sometimes that it just speaks to experience, the need and the the benefit, the cachet that you build up when you have, when you have championship material, championship DNA, and this experience, and this also not just that, just that little extra click, that little extra switch that you have with guys like Mahomes and Brady and Braun, where they don't care what's going on, they black out. Their eyes go completely black, and they'll throw it 60 yards to Gronk on the two line on the 2 yard line, even though game was pretty much like ugly all game. They still gonna find some, just a window of opportunity, and they take advantage of it. That is what championship medal is, man. Yo, anytime, Jeff, anytime. I appreciate you coming through and just basically saying what's up. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, man. Kansas City, San Francisco Super Bowl. All right, Jeff, I got you, bro. I got you. Here we go. It's anybody's game. All four of those teams are absolutely amazing. All four of those teams are absolutely amazing. San Francisco has a great defense, and although their quarterback is just a insert dude, you know what I'm saying? They have weapons, and even though Deebo Samuel's not going to be in the lineup this week, at least to my knowledge, earlier this week I heard that he's going to be out. They still got Brandon Ayuk. They still got Kerry Kittles. They still got CMC. And they got Shanahan back there basically calling out everything, calling everyone what they need. So hey, I think that is going to be a great game. I think that Detroit has lots of weapons. Absolutely, they're going to be able to run the ball, not just run the ball with CMC. CMC to me is, yeah, he's a running back, but it doesn't. I want to see them milk the clock with CMC. CMC is a home run hitter. He comes in because he's basically going to hit home runs. I want to see Montgomery and Gibbs to slow it down to a crawl that they could barely even get inside the game. I think that's what's going to go. Dan Campbell's going to do. That's the head coach for Detroit, and going to let Goff go ahead and take his shots. And Amon St. Brown's out there. They're going, and Sam Laporta. I think Sam Laporta's out today. So that's their only thing. So I think that's going to be a great game. I'm just calling Detroit. Why? Because hey, it's so cold in the D. I'm gonna go ahead and just say they do. I'm not saying they're gonna win the chip, but at the same time, I say that they basically pull off the quote unquote upset. You know what I mean? Same as in the Chiefs. I mean, absolutely straight balanced team. As far as sorry, the Ravens, straight balanced team. So they basically have a great defense, one of the top rated defense. Trust me, I knew because I had them all year on my fantasy league. Wouldn't let go of them. I don't care, even if it was to buy. So basically, that was my defense, great defense. And then you got Lamar Jackson, and they run the ball, and they got weapons to pass it to. Is this going to be whether or not the Chiefs can find a way to stop the run, and then make Lamar turn Lamar into a pocket passer and see how that go. The Chiefs has a great defense, and even though I feel like the Chiefs offense is woefully, shorthanded, I feel like they could do some things. I feel like they still can do some things. Andy Reid, they're gonna come up with some schemes and work their way into some things. But it's gonna come down to whether or not the Chiefs. It's gonna come down to one to two things: whether or not Baltimore could completely take away Travis Kelce, or whether or not the Chiefs cannot drop balls, because Patrick is going to pass it around. He has to, or else they're going to completely cover Travis Kelce with a blanket. So he has to pass the ball around. So Pacheco has to come out running like a bat out of hell, like he did a couple of games ago. And and Kelce has to stay loose. They're going to be blanketing him all day long. So, but if they could basically, catch some balls, there's some drama going on with Tony. I don't know. That's why we didn't want him in New York no more. I was fine with him going. But now he basically feels like he's way too big for himself, and he's starting drama. Some Kawhi stuff saying that, oh, he's the Chiefs saying I'm hurt, but I ain't hurt. Bro, simmer down, sit down. If you were going to be able to help them, they would have you out there. So simmer down and be happy you got a check. Plain and simple. So, that's my picks for the division championships. Conference championships today. The game is about to start between the Ravens and the Chiefs, and good luck to them both. But that's my picks. I got the Chiefs over the Ravens, and I got the Lions over the 49ers. And hey, I might be wrong, but that's my picks. So go with God, guys. Anyway, don't forget about Gibbs. Exactly. Gibbs and Montgomery are going to be running down next all day long. They're going to be the straight running all day. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're going to be able to, control the game a lot better than San Francisco's going to. San Francisco could swing away and hit and knock them out of the park. But how many times are they going to get to bat? That's just what's going to come down to. Anyway, also Maurice said, if Detroit wins, I got to sing the anthem. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. His vomit on his sweater already. My spaghetti makes me want to go fight, son. My man Marshall Mathers is going to be in the building. He ain't going to miss this for anything. It's going to be lit, straight lit. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Anyway. So that's my football take for the day, guys. I was going to go over the Laker game real quick. And man, was that a game. It was back and forth, haymakers after haymakers, lead changes all over the place up until the third quarter, until the Golden State got some distance right around the time when AD went out, as y'all all know. But the Lakers stuck in there. Even though AD went out, they still fought. They realized that, hey, we still got a game. Even though he's going to go, he might have to stay out for a little bit, but they was going to fight. You know what I mean? But did Bron and Steph come out to play today? They came out to play. Y'all know how the game went. Lakers led in the third and then led in the second. They basically went into the halftime up by 5. It was back and forth until the Golden State came out and was basically just started to really click. Draymond had that offense clicking back, this screen, pick and roll all over the place. You know what I mean? So they basically went up. But the Lakers came back 29-19 in the fourth and took it to overtime. It was really some really good things. AD, I'm happy he said that he feels better, or he doesn't feel that hurt, even though he looked like old man that got ran over by a truck, and that's pretty much what happened. Steph actually hit his hip the first, and then Draymond took the rest of the hip out. So he was in there, and even though it looked like, even though he said hip spasms, it looked like a groin thing. He was grabbing for that region. But hey, it is what it is. So, but I'm glad that he said that he'll be fine. I hope so, because that's that game coming up soon is the he's going to be going to Houston, and then they're moving their way to Atlanta. Your girl's going to try to be in the building. If I'm not, it's okay. It's okay. Send my love. But the thing is, it's like, God, I hate living in these. Let me not say. I hate living in Atlanta, and then when the Lakers play Atlanta, the game is on the local channel, supposedly, but at the same time, it's blacked out for my league pass, and it's killing me, man. That'd be killing me. 2 seconds, guys. Hold on. All right. Yeah. So, I hope that he's good. I hope LED's good. He had 29 points, 13 rebounds, with 4 blocks. Still doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? Assists, he usually has a little bit more. I mean 4 assists, but he had 3 assists. So that was good. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get into real foul trouble. He only had 4 personal fouls. Torian Prince only gave us 24 minutes for the game. It didn't have any points. That was crazy. I could have swore I've seen Torian Prince at least get a point or 2, but he didn't have anything. But he was out there giving whatever time he can. He came out with four personal foul, so he did his job. Um, Reeves had 17 points and 6 assists with 2 rebounds. He was getting cooked on defense. I'm not even gonna front, y'all. Reeves didn't look good at all. I mean, he made 1 out of 7 threes. He made his free throws. We appreciate that. He missed 1 free throw, but he was 4 14 from the field. I mean, for that to be our, the real starting that we starters that we had in that game down the stretch, we looked good, but at the same time, Reeves, I mean, he did his thing. He's not a bum. He didn't come up with a zero. He didn't give a goose egg. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he didn't have a great game. But more so to me, defensively is where he didn't have a great game. I mean, he kept on basically trying to defend Curry and Clay. He looked like he was jumping out the gym all day long because he kept on going for every single pump fake. It was killing me, son. I was just like, yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? If TP didn't play like TP, exactly, toilet paper, game would have been over that part. Maurice also said, that's why I don't use League Pass anymore. I love my having my League Pass. I go ahead and just be like, yo, just go ahead and just every single year, go ahead and just re up on it because I mean, it's bad enough. The thing is I'm on the East Coast, and so all the games for the Lakers are usually late, and I got a life. So unfortunately, staying up till 1 o'clock watching Laker games, it's sometimes not going to be something that's going to be feasible for my life, basically. So I watch the game later on the next day. That's usually how I usually consume. You know what I mean? But if I have a chance and it's just me and my thoughts for the end of the day, I'm sitting there watching. I was sitting there watching my League Pass and watching that joint. But yo, the man of the hour, the one who made it worth it, number 23. LeBron James, of course, 36 points, 20 rebounds, 12 assists. Come on now. Come on. He did great. He did absolutely great. He was the reason why we won. He just always just came out completely comfortable, even though when he was getting on players here and there or getting railroaded from one side to the other. Draymond Green is basically still trying to play bully ball. I mean, hey, he was a quote unquote subdued Draymond Green. Madness. He still should have had at least 2 flagrants in that game, and they were trying. I'm thinking the league was probably trying to not get him thrown out that quickly, let him kind of figure out how to curtail his energy. But he still was just, I mean, straight up just bodying people right and left. That, I mean, he should have got fouled out. I'm shocked that Draymond didn't get fouled out. But anyway, Hachimura came and gave us 11 off the bench. Vanderbilt, oh my goodness. That's number 2 man of the hour right there. Mr. Vanderbilt. I'm going to have to call him Mr. Vanderbilt from now on. 14 points. He was a plus 30 on the night. 9 rebounds. My man should have had a double-double. They should have, Braun should have let him have at least one of those rebounds. And he had 5 assists and 4 steals. He was everywhere. He was great. He had an amazing game. Christian Wood came in and gave you 8 points off the bench at 11 minutes. And Christie came through and got a nice little bunny real quick in the middle. He drove to the middle, and they must have thought that he was going to do some old little Sawston Reeves stuff. But he said, "Whop, real quick. This before y'all can even think about where I'm going to go with this ball is going straight up." That's what's going on. You know what I mean? But it was a great game, amazing, back and forth, and every single time we got a little bit of distance. Curry basically just he hit the turbo button. He got the glow right quick. You know what I mean? And he did his thing. And so my man ended up with 46 points, with 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Draymond Green, the real point guard of that team, he had 8 points and 11 assists, 14 rebounds. Klay Thompson ended with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Wiggins actually came through and gave you a decent game, 3 or 4 from the 3. He had 22 points with 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And Kuminga had 22 points. Kuminga, I had my eye on him since the beginning of the season when he was in summer league. Sorry, not summer league. In preseason, he looked like he was coming in with some real business this year. So Kuminga doing the damn thing still. 22 points, 9 rebounds. Hey, good effort on both sides. Podminski, I think that's his name. That was his name. 10 points, rookie that they had. They came through and did some things. You know what I mean? So it was a good game all around. Good game, back and forth, back and forth. Somebody had to win. My daughter couldn't understand. She was like, "Hold on, so they don't end games in ties." I'm like, no. I'm like, they keep going. You had 5 more minutes. If it's still tied, you had 5 more minutes. I mean, I've never seen anything go past triple overtime. But I mean, let me know in the chat if y'all have seen a triple, quadruple overtime before. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Maurice, my man, he said Rui had 17 minutes giving you 11 points. TP 24 minutes giving you 0 points. Darvin Ham, get it together. I mean, it's about so much he's gonna be able to do, Mo. My bad, man. I mean, if I could call you Mo, Maurice. There's about so much he could do. I mean, he has who he has. He played who he could play, who he should play in a game like this, which is a game that we needed to win to begin our road game. You know what I mean? And it's the reason why Torian Prince only played 24 minutes. Only played 24 minutes. Rui should have definitely had at least 2 more minutes, and this kind of made that 22 to 22 or 23-23, and this basically kind of even it up. 21-21, whatever the split would be. Woods could definitely, to me, have gotten some more minutes, especially that time when Braun went out. They didn't have Looney in there, but at the same time they were going small ball, so we had to match small ball with small ball. But I'm glad that we stayed in it long enough till Davis was able to come back in. Even though he was sluggish, he still was somebody who you had to worry about, and he was still making points. You know what I mean? He didn't come out there like a decoy. So I give him mad props. And even Braun rolled his ankle. Vando rolled his ankle. Everybody came out of that game looking scratched up like they was in a cat fight. My wife came down and was looking at the game and was just like, what the hell's going on? Why they all look like they all scratched up? I'm like, because they've been scratching each other like girls all damn night. That's basically what they've been doing. So it was a knockdown, drag out, ass kicking. That's basically what happened. Both people, they went in and they said, "Yo, you killed my father. One of us has to die." So they basically they slugged it out. Somebody came through. Somebody had to win, and Braun did it. And I'm just hoping that we ain't gonna have a truly shortened roster where Jalen Hood-Schifino and Max Lewis is gonna get some real playing time because Vando, Braun, and AD all have to be out, which is cool with me because at least that might give me a good opportunity that all three of them do play when they're in Atlanta. Excuse me. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be in the building, but great game. Absolutely great game. I'm very, very proud of them. They came through and we usually play really well against those kind of teams. So, you know what I mean? There's no reason why we shouldn't have. So I'm proud of us. I'm proud that we got that win. Our next game, we're still in ninth due to the fact that we're still, behind by several wins to Dallas, who it looks like they're as usual. But so we did pretty well. Next game, like I said, is going to be on Monday against the Rockets, and then Tuesday against the Lakers. Back-to-back games. Which one are we going to try to win? That's basically how it comes down to. Which one do we want to win, rather than trying to win both? I mean, but hey, we're gonna see. But it was a great game. Steph, Braun. I think Braun is 11-9 in that matchup. That just goes to show you that those matchups could go either way, and they just enjoy playing against each other. It's just iron sharpens iron, and it's just gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game anytime they play. But yeah, Vando 100% is healthy, thank God. Even though he sprained his ankle or at least it didn't sprain as in going his body over the foot, but he put his foot down and it just looked all awkward when he landed that foot while he was chasing the ball out of bounds at the end. It was either at the end of the fourth or like in overtime, but it just looked bad. So, but I hope I hope he'll be fine. Absolutely. His defense is absolutely immaculate. I mean, absolutely. He should definitely be in the starting lineup. There's no reason why Prince should be in the starting lineup anymore. I mean, when those five ended up with 40 points, that should basically tell you everything. That should tell you exactly how this whole game should shake out. And the only difference I should say that I saw is that we definitely need a guard to be able to run around, because Reeves, I absolutely love Reeves, but he got exposed last night on his defense. I mean, he's a decent defensive player, more so because of his anticipation and his understanding of where you need to go. But at the same time, he was going for every single one of those pump fakes. He just didn't want to give anybody anything, anything easy. But it would be nice if we had a Bruce Brown or even a Dennis Schroeder to just pester those guys, and he doesn't have to think about nothing but spotting up shooting. You know what I mean? So, but that'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be awesome. Last one I'm gonna basically read out. Maurice said, but wait a minute, I forgot one. D'Lo, absolutely clutch 3 shots, bro. D'Lo is unconscious right now, and I hope that he stays that way. Let me end this whole entire video talking about D'Lo, giving D'Lo less worry concerns. So he had 3 really bad turnovers to me, and if it wasn't for the fact that that first turnover found its way to AD, it would have been ugly. It would have been real ugly at the end of that game. But he was unconscious. He basically had no care for what it looked like, and he put that ball right back up as soon as he knew that he needed to get that off, and he did what he's supposed to do. So he hit that shot, and I really appreciate it. And as I said from the beginning of the season, I felt like his chemistry, what he brings to the team as far as chemistry, the glue guy, and also his his shooting is exactly what the team needs. But it's only when he stays aggressive. And I don't know if it's him being on a trading block that makes him feel like he needs to be aggressive, but they need to let him feel that way all year. I mean, if Rob Pelinka needs to basically go ahead and walk around walk around what is it called? Not Calabasas. What do they call that? I guess I forgot where El Segundo, I guess where the training facilities are. If he has to walk around the facility with a Hawks t-shirt on, with a number 1 on it, if he has to do that all for the rest of the season, do what you got to do, Rob. Do what you got to do. He has to not feel comfortable. None of them feel. Braun don't feel comfortable. So how the hell does he feel comfortable? I mean, you have shooting slumps, and you have confidence taken away when you end up having to go to the bench and then working your way, not exactly working your way, but more so out of necessity than actually, kind of earning your way back into it. But you got back into it, and you've been playing amazing. I don't think we should get rid of D'Lo this year. And next year we might not even have the choice. He might just walk. But I think we definitely need to still do something at the very least defensively, as a defensive guard who could help us with some scoring off the bench, give us at least 10 points. We don't need big points. We just need maybe say 10 points and be able to guard the best guards on the other team, and a backup big, because obviously when AD went out, we've been playing on borrowed time, people. We've been playing on borrowed time. I know some people say that, we don't need to, get Biombo because he's only defense. Who gives a shit? Nobody's going to replace AD. Nobody's going to replace AD. We need somebody to stand in there and play and be AD defensively. That's what we need. We need to not have an avenue straight to the basket every single time AD gets out. Woods comes in. He's not that dude. He's going to give you some scoring, and that's good. We're going to get some scoring. But at the same time, we need a defensive big that could go in there and either play with AD and move AD to the 4, or basically play with Woods and let Woods be that dude. Because Woods and AD are both 4s. We need a defensive-minded center. And if y'all think that that's not the right move, then I don't know. We need to sit down and have a real conversation to figure out what the right move actually is, because to me, that was what we need. And I don't think we need to trade somebody. I don't think we shouldn't need to come up off of a number 1 pick. We can't keep on trading number 1 picks. Braun not going to be there for 3 more years. He's not. He's going to be there for 1 more year, maybe 1 more, and maybe a second if we're lucky. And after that, we need those picks. Either do that if you're going to get a Donovan Mitchell, or if you're going to get some other kind of insert all-star player name. If we're doing that, okay, go ahead. But if we're not getting that for Murray, I mean Murray's decent, but him and D'Lo is just like what's you take away one thing, you take away one from another. So let's keep it stamped. Let's keep it pat. Let's keep it you know where it is, and do what we got to do to sew up all the other holes in the tapestry. You know what I mean? And I think we're gonna be okay. So here we go. I hope we're gonna be do well in the rest of this road trip. Last one from Maurice. I'm guessing the Chiefs already scored. Ain't looking good. Starting off already for the Ravens. Ooh, let me see what it look like already. Oh, Chiefs already got one. Chiefs already got one. And to Kelsey. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna say good evening, good night to everybody out there. I love you guys. Come through anytime. The door's open, baby. The door's open. Come through, say hi, say what's up, holla at your girl. And when you always find water and shade, people. Blessings.